We are in Springfield.
We have a pull-through full hookup. I actually help with the dump usually.
This place is the best in the Elsa.
Teeny tiny shoulder on.
It's not like Iowa. Holy moly! There we go, 375. Morning. If you're new here, welcome to iowagravelgang off-road. It's been a minute since we posted a video, but we're actually going on a camping trip with some bikes, of course. So if you enjoy bikes and camping, you know, stay tuned, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Like, leave us a comment. We are in Springfield, Missouri, and we are gonna drive about 4 hours north of here to a state park, Johnson something. I will put the name up here. This is where we're going. Look at this. We stay in this nice little campground right off. Whoa! Let's turn the brightness down here. Right off the Interstate 44, I believe, if I remember correctly. I'll put the name of the campground. We stayed here. I think it was. How much was it, Yvonne, for the night over here?
Our site was $45. We have a pull-through full hookup. I think in season it's a little bit more than that, but very reasonable. We called at like 7:30 last night.
Correct.
From down at the interstate. You can't stay at the Cracker Barrel
in Springfield.
They don't want you there. So
it is the busiest Cracker Barrel I've seen in ever.
So I called them and they were
No
like,
problems.
"How far away are you? We'll see you in 5 minutes." And
yeah.
Here we are. So it was. I highly recommend this place, and
okay.
It's no highway noise.
There you go. Spouse check mark right there. Boom, done. Anyway, so we're gonna dump because we haven't dumped in 4 days, 5 days. We're gonna dump. We won't fill up with water because we have water at the state park, so there's no need to carry around the extra weight. And we're in Missouri, so we can pull over in the gas station, use the bathroom there. So the other thing, I just showed you this, right? So you're probably wondering, I made the ultimate traveling network. So if you are on the road a lot and you want like a serious system, you know, let me know. Leave me a comment. I'll probably talk about it, make a video about it. I probably will still make a video. But if you're interested, let me know so I can see how, you know, eager people want to watch that. But this is the ultimate RV travel network. Mini little server here. This is a Wi-Fi access point, 2-in-1. You know, we have the 4G, 5G router also, and the Starlink as well is also, you know, present in the equation. Yvonne beat me to the dump today.
I actually help with the dump usually.
You do. You know what I don't like? Is when the dump side is in the shed.
Oh, you know how I opened the door and said it was super nice?
And then you got to this side?
It's just like at home. It's nice in the driveway. That's kind of what's happening. You go out the front door, it feels amazing, and then you go to the other side, and you're blasted by the wind and the shade. There it is.
I love this, the flash tank. You wouldn't think, but the Bigfoot, for as old as it is, it's got a flash station. So I think we'll also fill up our blue jag of water.
Yeah,
you know.
I feel like we might as well.
Okay, so we'll fill up our blue jug of water. Then get off the blocks. I lost one of these over in Texas. I crashed it anyway, not lost. I love these blocks here. Impossible to do by yourself, for me anyway. So if you're able to do this, let me know. But I've not been able to do it by myself. Got a Cujo over there barking. I think everything is pretty much put away, right?
Electrical stuff needs to be
Yeah.
put in. Starlink and these cables, that's always Aria's job.
Yeah. Yvonne doesn't do heights. We are sitting right about 13 feet high. So she's
I
not
also don't know the tech stuff of what to... I should learn, but
yeah.
that's why I have you.
That's right. That's why you have the tech specialist. I'm going to bring our water jug. We'll fill it up so that we have water to drink. while we're driving down the highway. We just usually use our cycling water bottles for water. That way we don't buy the water at the gas station, and we just fill up with our big gallon here, which I'm about to show ya. I love this thing. I broke this. I left it here and kind of slid off, so that's why we have this non-skid mat here. It slid off and then it just broke this spigot. So it's a new spigot, and we breathe more life into the container. Are you still feeling nice and warm?
No, every time I go outside, I add another layer.
I think our water thing kind of froze a little bit, so it's feeling really slow. So time to disconnect the electrical and unplug. I made a mod to this. I don't know if you would call it mod, but what I ended up doing, I added this bulldog, the power watchdog. I don't know if you can see it. It even has an app, but it will tell you if the line's bad. But I added this here, so I can protect it's a whole house surge protector or RV surge protector. So I added that, and then I just added this little shortcut here, because before you just plug it in directly into the house, because that went directly to the panel. I was like, that's not gonna be good, because you guys know some of these RV parks don't have good electrical connections, which we ran into last summer. So I was so glad that this thing it will just fault right away. It won't even let the power go into the house. We went from the Airstream base camp to this, and then and we've been happy with it. It's pretty solid, a lot of storage. We can stay on the road for a lot longer. I also work on the road, so having extra storage inside to work and do all that stuff is important to us. So it's been good. Anyway, we're gonna head down the road, and you guys are coming along. So if you're new here, please hit the like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff that makes YouTube awesome. Apparently this place is the best in the Ozarks, so we're gonna go check it out. And so we're a little 14 miles outside of we're 14 miles outside of, thank you sir, outside of Springfield. We got that's not what we're eating for lunch. Neither any of those choices on the menu. Pretty cool Western themed spot. I got a brisket dinner, fries, and baked beans. And Yvonne got the shrimp basket, right? You got the shrimp basket?
Fish basket.
Yeah. I haven't tried it yet, but that's what it looks like. Yvonne's shrimp basket. And the prices were fair.
Just to throw another hazard into the driving of the, you're like, maybe there's deer. We've traded in the county highway for a state highway, hence we have a teeny tiny shoulder on the right and left side.
At all, through every break and fall, we need to stay strong. And as time goes by, we get settled in our ways.
Okay, we made it. Look at that. It's a nice campground. There's a trail back here. Hiking, biking is all allowed. I think some of them you can't take your dog on your pets. So, not a bad spot. We have the internet's going. There's absolutely no signal down here. We're in the valley, deep in the hollows of Missouri. So we're gonna set up some power. It's a 30 amp site. We're gonna be able to step it down. I mean, it's a 50 amp site. Oh, there's 30 right there. It's 30 right there. So the site says 50 amp, but it looks like we don't have to worry about that. There's a 30 amp plug, so we'll plug in and flip the breaker. They said normally they would have water sometime early in the season, but the reason is there's a main. There's a leak somewhere, and they're losing somewhere in the neighborhood of 30,000 gallons a day. And they're hoping to trace it, but it's just too much water, so they have it turned off, and they're still kind of digging through, trying to figure out where the water leak is going. Good morning. You guessed it, French toast time. That is my go-to food for when we're gonna ride bikes. Good carbohydrates in there, good protein source, all that fun stuff. But anyway, we're gonna go ride bikes. New place. We'll see what we see, and you guys are all coming along. You are coming along for the ride. This place is supposed to be stunning, is what they are telling us. So we'll find out if that's true, and you will be along for the ride, so you'll know. But if you're new here, hit the subscribe, like, share, all those fun buttons that keep the stock high and the channel growing. So we're trying something new. Normally we have regular brioche. This has a little bit of chocolate in there. We got this at Sprouts. It should be interesting. Shorter slices, so we might have to double up the recipe, but it looks pretty good. Alright, I think these slices are much more better suited to this pan. Good morning, Grower family. So we are staying in Johnson Shut-ins State Campground in Missouri. Yvonne made us a couple routes, so we're gonna do this one this morning. It is 28 miles, 2,000 feet of elevation, gravel and road. There's a lot of roads here. It's not like Iowa. There's a lot of roads, paved roads, but we also have some gravel mixed in. To ride road before you get to the gravel. So we're gonna ride. You're coming along. Check out this part of Missouri. This is the elevation profile we're looking at. Super, like, they don't care about grading out here. They just put a road there, pave it, and that's all you get. Am I glad I have the extra gear? We need to get you the 1052. Yvonne has the 38 1046. The semis in this part here of the country, absolutely dangerous speeds. My goodness, that's a fun downhill. I had to get aero, super aero. I go ahead and do the super talk. This route in the summer should be completely unrideable just because of how narrow this road is and how fast people go on this road. Very few move over for you. So as you can see, there is no shoulder, so it is a very harrowing time. 11%, 13%, 14%, 15, 16% grade right now. This is our resident navigator. So what are your thoughts on this road section? I already told the people what I think.
If there were no cars, it'd be beautiful.
Yeah.
But I think we don't ride pavement very much, and then pavement with absolutely no shoulder, and cars going this fast on like blind corners and whatnot. So it's like a big truck went by and I just got off the road because I was like, okay, it's not a complete drop off into the ditch. I'm just gonna bail out.
This is the first shoulder in 6 miles, so it's good to have that. New addition to the camera I'm ahead is wind speed data fields. Loving it so far. Big old swampy region. Van's back there killing it. The waters are super clear right now. I don't know what they look like in the summer. Super clear right now. First test of Missouri gravel. Yvonne's almost in the gutter over there.
If there's a whole road of gravel, but I'm in the gutter.
So far so good. The first 10th of a mile. So we're gonna stop at the top here and recompose ourselves. I'm guessing the climbs here on the gravel are going to be even worse than the paved climbs. This checkpoint, he's an excellent climber. Wow. Yvonne did an ultra marathon, 31.5 miles 2 days ago. So she's feeling the effects in her legs.
These pancake things.
Okay.
I have some Scandinavian swimmers.
Okay.
I have a bar, and I have some thingies for that, like, scratch stuff.
Yeah. I anticipated the hilliness of the ride. Thankfully, Yvonne had snacky poos for us.
Thankfully, your wife is a food hoarder.
This is the first gravel descent in Missouri. So far, the gravel is pretty nice. Champagne gravel, shall I say. So not too shabby. We'll put the route in the description if you're ever in this part to check it out. It's quite a bit of road, so you have to be ready for that. Yvonne, you're riding pretty strong for having ran 31.5 miles.
I have a heartbeat in my quad right here. It is slightly different muscles.
I've seen you get off the saddle and pedal standing up for a little while.
Because that's the only option. Like,
So that's pretty good.
Sitting, my legs go no thanks.
Let's enjoy this downhill. I'm out of my saddle right now so that I can let the bike do its thing. Wow! Holy moly! Let the bike do its suspension. The downhill's coming up here. Let's enjoy it. Wow! Yeah! Holy moly! I am going way too fast. Wow! This is absolutely ridiculous. My goodness. This is steep right here. Back tire braking only. And there she goes. She's gonna breach back up. Looks like they're doing some controlled burning over there to the left. All right, on a scale of 1 to 10, that downhill.
8.
How far? Yeah, wasn't it?
It was a little steep.
Almost too steep, right?
And I was just hoping it wasn't where I found out my brakes don't work.
Oh my goodness, that would be so bad. The riding here, on the surface, I feel like this might have been a dry riverbed, or at some point it was underwater. Super sandy, super rocky. That's what we are seeing. Starting climb 4 of 8. Who climbs better, the cutthroat or the checkpoint? I will say the checkpoint is a very good climber. Cutthroat's a good climber at low speeds. Let's take a minute to appreciate Karoo's graphical display. There's a creek down there. It once flowed nice and strong, not much anymore. Super steep here. Let's see what the grade is. 13% it says. Wow. Look at that. All good. This section here is sandy and chunky, but we don't care, right? Right, Yvonne? We keep rolling. By any means necessary, forward progress. This section here reminds me of the Arkansas gravel stuff. I don't know for you guys in other countries, I don't know if it's the same, but here in America, this is a common, like, this is when you know you are in the country, the boonies, a lot of signs, street signs that have been shot up. I think typically it's teenagers kind of screwing around at night, who knows. Wow, look at the water here. My goodness. Super clear. And I'll stop so you guys can soak in the vibes. Look at this. This water is all the way from Branson. We're not anywhere close to Branson, so I'm making things up. Look at this. No fish though, that I've seen. And we haven't seen any fishermen around these here parts. One last peek at the crystal clear waters. Aqua blue. All right, let's keep rolling. That was a good stop. We stopped. When we see stuff like that, we like to stop and really soak in the moment. This is why we ride bikes. Yes, we like to go fast, but it's also nice to enjoy the moments and the sights when the opportunity arises. This is the end of our gravel section. Then we're gonna get back on pavement. We're trying to make quick work of this road section. Tailwind proper now. Whoa! Holy cow! Look at this. Nothing but sky. Once you get the downhills, it feels amazing. Yvonne, what can you tell the people about subscribing?
Do it. You will not regret it. You're going to get amazing content. You'll get to be part of the Gravel Gang family. Like, subscribe, tell your friends. Make a comment.
You heard it, for sure. Comments, engagement. All right, thanks for riding with us. We'll see you at the camp for some cooking. The ride was fantastic. Let's take a look at what transpired. So it's beautiful riding, okay? Forgive me if I'm sneezing too much. My allergies are like boom. Normalized power of 214 watts. Distance, you wanna guess how much we rode? 26.9. Nice. Elevation. Okay, by the way, don't judge me too much, okay? Don't judge me too much. Let's bring you in a little closer, okay? I look rough, okay? But 2,400 feet of elevation. This, I don't know if you all use SRAM. I don't know if you could see it with the phone, but normalized 214, average was about 12.2 miles per hour. Let's back you up. Let's back you up. Okay. I underestimated the elevation. Did you underestimate the elevation too?
I underestimated the aggressiveness of the
climb.
hills, even though I was in the car yesterday and saw how aggressive they were.
Yeah. We saw the hills and we ignored them. So that's somehow we thought, even though it was hard driving up here, that we thought it would be easier riding here, right? That makes sense.
I thought I was just gonna fly up them.
Shout out. This is my sponsor. Okay, I'll leave the link in the video description below. Local company, right out of Iowa City, my hometown. So I'm gonna slam this so that I'm ready to rock and roll tomorrow. Cause are we doing the 40 miler tomorrow? Or are we hiking tomorrow and then the 40 miler and the next day?
We're gonna reevaluate the bike routes because things don't connect here, and I don't want to go on the death highway again.
I don't blame her. That's how I was feeling today too. So, recovery. I'm a big believer in this. Well, in the last year or so, I've been trying to do recovery nutrition after the ride, 30-minute window after riding, and then you guys are gonna come along for the cooking of the. Let's see here. Let's put the wind muff on here so that you can hear. Wind muff back, put on, so that you guys will come along. I'm gonna do some smoking of a pork belly, signature recipe. Okay. If you want to know about it, let me know. Leave a comment down below and I'll let you know how I make it. But anyway, let's get to the nutrition here and I will see you guys in a bit. So I picked this little smoker up for my Christmas present. Battery powered, as you could see there. USB-C pluggable. And then you insert it, and there you go. It starts going off, and really cool. This is S-Smoke. This was released early this year. I was wanting a nice portable smoker to take on the road with us. This replaced our Blackstone griddle because it did come with a griddle as well. Came with this griddle right here. We're gonna smoke pork belly. Look at this, beautiful. This is gonna be my my binding. You know, you guys hear about binding. This is what I use for binding. I use this by iowablend by Blackstone. See if we can focus so you could see it. But that's what I'm gonna use. And I'm using a smoked apple wood pellets. Basically, I just turn the knob here, and I'm gonna go to 375. All right, and we'll press OK, and then it's gonna ignite. So, and I want the internal temperature of 180, I believe. We'll do 185. Yes, that's good there. And then let's set the other probe B as well. We're gonna use two probes. I like to probe the meat in two different sections here. Let me turn this up a little bit so you can see. I like to have two probes in there just to get a pretty sweet temperature. We'll go 175 on both. Now this is gonna preheat. I don't know if you can hear the pellets are moving down. Yeah, we'll cover this bad boy. I'm using my black truffle hot sauce for my binder, you know, because I'm fancy like that. I already sauced the other side, and Bayou Blend by Blackstone is what I'm gonna use for my seasoning for to get that nice, beautiful burk. So let's flip that over. I like to put, I'll probably put a little bit extra on the top after I put it back on the grill.
Do you have to flip it at all, or does it
Nope.
stay this way the whole time?
No flipping. We'll
These are real questions. I know nothing about smoking, so, and I haven't been out to watch the process yet.
All right, so this is in. Get the probe in there nice, and now we'll let it go. All right, we'll be back in 3 hours. One of the best features is how well this grill smoker holds the temperature. Look at this, with less than 1% accuracy. And we're getting up there. So let's take a look at the meats. We got the meats. It's coming along nicely. She's looking pretty. See if we can zoom in a little bit, get you up close. Gorgeous, huh? This is the grease pan. As you can see, it's a small pork belly, so not a whole lot of grease is coming out, but this is a grease catcher here. Johnson Shut-ins State Campground. But we'll go hike tomorrow to the Shut-ins. Shut-ins is a new phenomenon to me, so I want you all to come along with us so you can see what those shut-ins are all about. But this is what's on the menu. Delicious, non-alcoholic, because we have probably 40 miles in the next couple of days to ride, so we want to stay sharp like a Navajo arrow. I mean, I wish you're here to smell this. It smells absolutely fantastic and phenomenal. Look at that. Better close that up. So we are checking out the campground. These are cabins that you have to book a year in advance, right? Isn't that what?
You can book up to a year in advance is the booking window, so most people do.
Yeah. So you have to make your mind up if you want to come on and stay here if you're not into the tent camping situation. But you want this, they're nice. Single stall.
Which is kind of nice if you're having digestive issues. You can wait everybody else out.
So this is it here. This is very nice. Changing station.
There's 3 bathrooms on this side and 3 showers on the other. And this one is heated up by the cabins on loop 2.
Loop 2. If you the ones on the lower section are not heated. And this is the heated shower stall. Okay, this is the finished product. I think it cooks well enough. I had it about 195 degrees on both thermometers, both probes I gave. Nice, look at this. Let's try a piece. That Blackstone Cajun seasoning is absolutely fantastic.
Normally I hate doing out and backs.
The streams, the clear streams are everywhere here. There's Yvonne doing her hiking stuff. How you liking this spot?
Nobody else has ventured down here. We've got our own little spot.
Maui saddle, super loose. Wow! My goodness! Wow! Yikes! Wow! This is insane! Oh! You can't see the bumps in the road, so you trust Jesus to take the wheel.